making any delay, I would request my esteemed principal to again welcome you all and give his blessings on this auspicious day. NCERT's foundation, as we have heard now and we have come to know, that a very, very important organization in this country, a very prestigious organization in this country. The aspiration is that this organization should take the international status in the coming days. Now it has become the university also, the deemed university, as we have heard the announcement by Honorable Minister, and it's now 62 years old organization, and it has covered a long way. So I would request my esteemed principal, Professor N. Pradhan. He led one regional institute, prestigious regional institute of education of NCERT, a constituent unit in Bhopal. So he has a long experience. He is an academician par excellence, as well as a very wonderful administrator also. So he has in-depth understanding of NCERT. We are fortunate enough to have him here with us in NERIE. And today, I would request my esteemed principal in charge to give blessings and, of course, equally welcome the audience at this precious moment.
All the respected colleagues on the dais, the coordinator of this program, Professor Subhash Chandra Rai, the heads of the department, Madam Professor B. Devi, Dr. Melissa Ji Valan, and Dr. Basansi Kaluki, and all my respected colleagues and their family members of the dais, and all the dear students, organizers of this event. At the outset, I would like to thank you all for being here and wish you a happy 63rd Foundation Day of NCERT. So, on request or on the advice, you can say, of the coordinator, that I would like to make a summary of the journey of NCERT, which has not been covered also in different talks, because the context was different. But here our DCCC students are there, our PCC students are here, and the students of B.Ed also are here, and colleagues are here. Many of them might not be knowing the journey of NCERT from 1961. So I will make a very brief presentation because you are worried about the cultural programs. I will not take a very long time for this presentation. So I just call it as an overview of NCERT, and so let us come to the history. That NCERT in June 6, 1961 came as a registered society under the Registration of Society Act 1860, and as an autonomous body also. Then so the Ministry of Education established the council in July 1961 as an apex national body in school education. and for many years it also, in addition to school education, it also led the teacher education of the country. And at the today you also know that the preparation of national curriculum framework for teacher education has been entrusted to NCERT by the Honorable Minister of Education, Union Minister of Education to NCERT. So then the broad agenda is to just build a national system of education. When we say national system of education, you should know that it is not a uniform system of education across the country. And because our country is having diversity in terms of language, culture and whatnot, therefore religion also, therefore a national system of education is an education system which has been defined in our 1986 policy, that it should be according to the need and requirements, according to the aspiration of different states, diversity also. So then it formally began in September 1961, and it is till today said to be the highest advisory body in the matter of school education. So this is the beginning of NCERT. So let us see you must be knowing that the 7 institutions established after independence are merged. So this is the synergy of NCERT. So NCERT didn't come up as a body. The 7 different bodies were merged and they were renamed as NCERT. You see so many important institutions that came up in just after independence. They were merged into NCERT, Central Institute of Education, which came in 1947, the Central Bureau of Textbook Research, 1954, Central Bureau of Educational and Vocational Guidance, 1954, Directorate of Extension Program for Secondary Education, 1958, the National Institute of Basic Education, 1956, the National Fundamental Education Center, 1956, and the National Institute of Audiovisual Education. So all these institutions lost their existence and they were merged to NCERT. So NCERT just discharged the function of all these 7 institutions. You can just imagine the importance of NCERT that our Honorable Minister was emphasizing. Then these are some of the objectives of NCERT: undertake, promote and coordinate research in areas related to school education. This is very clear. Prepare and publish model textbooks. Our textbooks are model textbooks, not only followed in at the school level, but also followed by the persons appearing civil service examinations at the state levels and also at the national level. And newsletters, journals, educational kits, digital materials. You know there are many journals in school education like School Science, Primary Teacher, the Primary Teacher, then Journal of Educational Research, Journal of Indian Education, and when I was there at Bhopal also we brought out one journal, RI Journal of Bhopal, Journal of RI Bhopal, Journal of Education. Organize pre-service and in-service training of teachers. You are pre-service students and we also organize many in-service programs for the states that we serve. 8 northeastern states, like Bhubaneswar, 5 states, like all the states of the country have been divided into 5 groups, and that is done. So organize, develop and disseminate. They develop and disseminate innovative educational techniques and practices. The minister was telling about that it is a laboratory. We have laboratory like DM schools attached to whole older arrays of regional institute of education, and they are called a laboratory. They are not mere schools to provide education, school education. Then collaborate network with state education departments like SCRT, State Department of Education, universities, non-government organizations and other education national level institutions. And act as a clearinghouse of ideas and information in matters related to school education. So again, Honorable Minister was telling that it is a think tank. That means all the ideas about how to promote school education that comes from NCERT. And act as a nodal agency for achieving the goal of quality education. Quality education, inclusive education, all the ideas that are that come from NCERT. So if you find the organizational structure of NCERT, first it is having a general body, having so many members, all the education ministers, secretaries of the states and so on. It's a very large body, and union minister is the ex officio chairperson, and there is an executive body, and all the activities of NCERT, all the policies of NCERT are decided by its executive body, and again the Union Minister of Education is the president, and Union Minister of State for the Minister of Education are the vice presidents, both ex officio. The next. So the executive committee is also assisted by so many committees, 10 committees, because the executive committee doesn't take all the entire responsibility. These committees assist. Finance committee is there, establishment committee is there, building and works committee is there, program advisory committee is there, that's called PAC, and educational research and that's called NERIE, that is also there, and academic committee of NI, that is there, advisory board of Central Institute of Education and Technology, and also there is another advisory for PSCID, that is stationed at Bhopal, and the managing committee of Regional Institute of Education. We have also a managing committee which under the chairmanship of our affiliated university, that is NEHU. NEHU Vice Chancellor is the chairperson of our managing committee. Similarly, for Bhubaneswar Utkal University, for Mysuru University, Vice Chancellor and so on. And we have advisory board for department of NI. NI is having about 18 departments, and for every department there is also one advisory body. Then you know all that we have 8 constituent units, and another is also coming, that is Nellore, Regional Institute of Education Nellore. That is not fully functional, but now Education Union Minister Honorable Dharmendra Pradhanji, he told about that soon it will be fully functional. So 8 constituents, as you all know. NI, you see, when you say NCERT, it is not NCERT only what is there in Delhi. That is what is called NI. So NCERT means they consist of all the 8 institutes. You are also NCERT. Like NI, where director, joint director, they sit. That is called one unit only. That is a National Institute of Education. So all the 8 institutes, like all the Regional Institute of Education, CIT, NI and PSCI at Bhopal, they constitute NCERT. Therefore, whenever you write not RI, NERIE Shillong, NERIE-NCERT Shillong, like NI, NCERT New Delhi, PSCIB, NCERT Bhopal, NERIE-NCERT Ajmer, NERIE-NCERT Bhubaneswar. Are you getting me? So you are not simply NERIE Shillong, you are NERIE-NCERT Shillong. Next. So you see, NCERT since the beginning has played a critical role in these activities. These are important activities like formulation of education policy. As you know, there are 3 policies so far independent India has seen. The first policy that was name was that National Policy on Education 1968, then National Policy 1986, and this is called National Education Policy. NP 1968, NP 1986, but this is called NEP 2020. And following national policy, then the next step is to prepare national curriculum frameworks for school education. And NCERT has also played critical role in formulating national curriculum framework for school education and also teacher education. Then you can say, sir, NCT is there, but NCT was part of NCERT. Only in 1993 it came into existence in the after it passed in Parliament. It was in 1993 only NCT came. So prior to that, NCT was in NCERT only, was a part of NCERT, that you should know. So we have given birth to NCT as present. So now therefore, Union Minister said that this should also come to, the work should come to NCERT. So the curriculum framework for 10-year school, a framework 1975, National Curriculum Framework for Elementary and Secondary Education 1988, National Curriculum Framework for School Education 2000, National Curriculum Framework 2005, the Preschool Curriculum 2019, National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage, which came as a result of NEP 2020. On the ethos of NEP 2020, that NCF foundational stage came in 2023 and 2, and the National Curriculum Framework for School Education also 2023 came only a few days ago. And the next one is upcoming curriculum framework. Now another curriculum framework NCERT is going also under preparation, that is National Curriculum Framework for Adult Education. And the teacher education is coming to us as it was declared only today by the Honorable Minister. And then another important document is also learning outcomes. So far we have brought out 3 learning outcomes documents. In 2017, learning outcomes at the elementary stage and learning outcomes at secondary stage 2020, and that also as per NEP 2020. And another learning outcome also, learning outcomes at the higher secondary stage that has not been finalized, that is in draft stage, because the member who was coordinator, he passed away. He was a very efficient coordinator, Professor Tiwari, A.D. Tiwari, and therefore it is still to be finalized. So this is again there. And coming to NCERT textbook, prepared textbook for 12-year schools. So today you listen what minister said. Once CBSE brought out some textbooks, but it was objected by government. And today, Union Minister made it clear that no textbooks should be brought out by CBSE. All the textbooks for school education and vocational education for school stage is the responsibility of So I am clarifying it that few years back CBSE brought out some textbooks for vocational education, which was objected by ministry, education ministry, that it is the responsibility and of NCERT, so you cannot bring out. And today it was made clear by the Union Minister that CPSE should not bring any textbooks either for school education or in the sphere of vocational education. And so adopted by more than 20 states, the textbooks brought out by NCERT, because now education is in the concurrent list, and states have the state board of education, and they brought out they bring out their own textbooks for the states. But now you should know that NCERT textbooks either wholly or partly adopted by different states. There are some states, those who adopt textbooks fully, and if any textbook is adopted by any state, then NCERT has to certify it. They have the right to change 20% of the contents, but they cannot change fully the contents of the NCERT textbooks. For example, when I was at Bhopal, a team went and we adopted their textbooks and also of Madhya Pradesh. So if you see 20 states and union territories fully or partly they are adopting NCERT textbooks. So under KVS, NBS and Sainik School, Jawaharlal Nehru Navodaya Vidyalaya, then Kendriya Vidyalaya and Sainik schools, they are called special schools of Government of India. They are bound to fully adopt the NCERT textbooks, and the NCERT textbooks are cheaper as compared to any company or publishers that they publish text, at least 1/5 of the cost. Then so what are the teacher education programs are conducted by NCERT, its constituents, like 4-year integrated BA, BSc, BA, BA and BSc, BA. Today the Union Minister said that ITEP, now you are listening about ITEP, we are implementing ITEP since 1963, although NCERT came in 1961, then from 1963 ITEP, BSc BA, BA BA, become BA was initiated by established in 4 older RIs of NCERT. So that is not, and it was our experiment. Even 2-year B.Ed was our experiment. Since last 25 years, we are also implementing 2-year B.Ed. But the country in other teacher education institutions than NCERT or RI only implemented since 2015 onwards this 2-year B.Ed. Otherwise, it was only 1-year B.Ed. So, on the basis of our experiment, ITEP came. On the basis of our experiment, 2-year B.Ed also came. Then 2-year B.Ed in all 5 RIs, like including our RI. 2-year M.Ed, all the 4 older RIs, Bhopal, Bhubaneswar, Ajmer and Mysuru. 3-year MSc M.Ed, sorry, 4 number, MSc Ed, that is only in RI Mysuru. 3-year integrated B.Ed M.Ed, that is only in RI Bhopal. Diploma course in guidance and counseling, all the 5 RIs, including our RI. Then certificate course on ECC, that is only by NERIE-NCERT. In no other RI certificate course in ECC is going on. And the PhD in education, that is by RI Bhubaneswar, RI Bhopal. because the affiliating university of RI Bhopal and RI Bhubaneswar, they are not having education department. Therefore, they are also running PhD programs, coursework. So, these are the major areas of in-service professional programs for the teachers of the respective states, science, mathematics, language, social science. So these are these are some of the programs you can see: inclusive education, research methodology, gender, and what not. In all these areas, we are orienting the teachers and teacher educators of Northeast region. Next. Then extension activities. That means what activities in which we are going to support streams. Like DCDC program is an extension activity. Guidelines, different guidelines that the NCERT developed, like digital learning guidelines, Rashtriya Avishkar Abhijan, art integrated learning, then professional development program, continuous professional development, e-content guidelines also is there. So, the e-contents are developed by states, but the guideline is prepared by NCERT. Exhibition and festival like Kalauster, ICT Mela, National ICT Mela, Yoga Olympiad, role play, folk dance, toy festivals, national festivals are organized by NCERT. Maybe sometimes through RI and sometimes at the headquarters. And the seminars and conferences, we organize national and international seminars and conferences. This year we are going to also organize one national conference or national seminar on teacher education. Our students also can they submit papers. They can also submit papers. Then in-service training for school teachers and teacher educators of diets and colleges of teacher education. Then support to states in training, research and development activities. Support to national bodies like NCT, CBSE, and in the particularly when National Curriculum Framework for Teacher Education that was prepared by NCT, we provided support. Now we will be developing National Curriculum Framework for Teacher Education. That responsibility only was handed over to NCERT today. And support to other countries. We are also providing support to different countries. Not only, and today also Union Minister said that, like countries South Korea, Australia, Taiwan, Mauritius, Finland and the US. Let us see next. What support exactly we are going to provide Republic of Korea, South Korea? Vocational education and curriculum development. Support that we provide Mauritius, education technology, curriculum development, inclusive education, quality school education. What support we are going to provide Australia, education technology and curriculum development, Taiwan, education technology, USA, reading, and Finland, school leadership and inclusive education. You know, Finland is at the now top, the top country in education. Next. So, we are in our country, everything has been told by the Union Minister or even our director, esteemed director, NCERT. So, we played a critical role during COVID-19. So, what did we do? Like alternative academic calendar. So, you cannot imagine, the students, they do not know. Our teachers, NCERT during COVID was fully involved in preparing an alternative curriculum because the existing curriculum could not be followed during COVID because schools were closed. Therefore, we prepared alternative curriculum that was an important achievement. Then Pragyata guideline, that is for digital education. That was called Pragyata guideline. Then guideline for children of migrant laborers. So many laborers migrated during COVID. Then guideline was prepared. then learning enhancement guidelines, and then how to maintain social distancing. Monodarpan, that is still continuing, that is led by our Dr. Prachi. Monodarpan still is going on since COVID, and Sahayog program, that is also led by Dr. Prachi. Diksha, digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing, safe online guidelines. दीक्षा का फुल फॉर्म ज़्यादा लोगों को पता नहीं होगा, हमारा भी याद नहीं रहता है। वो जो दीक्षा का फुल फॉर्म यही है, दैट इज यूज फॉर ओरिएंटिंग टीचर्स, इन सर्विस टीचर्स, एंड ऑल्सो PME विद्या, that is the pocket of Swayam Prabha channel. We have one channel for one class. There are 12 channels dedicated to country, and all the 12 channels are managed by NCERT. And then coming online Nistha, we are having offline Nistha. Before COVID, when COVID started, we started online Nistha. That is called Nistha 2.0, Nistha 3.0. We started for orienting 42 lakh teachers of the country. When we in offline we oriented 28 lakh teachers of the country, then COVID came and the rest of the teachers, they were oriented online through Nistha 2.0, Nistha 3.0, and also there is Nistha ECC. There is Nistha ECC. Our ECC students can see the contents of Nistha ECC. Nistha ECC. Next. So the current areas of concern, what we are, that is the major focus of NCERT, bringing out syllabi for different stages of school education. So curriculum framework is ready. Now for textbook and syllabi for all the classes starting from preschool. For class 1, 2 and 3 textbooks has already been developed. But for other classes, now one committee has been constituted under the chairmanship of Professor Pant. We must have seen him. And another is bringing out textbooks for different stages as per NEP 2020 and curriculum area. So this is I think all about what I wanted to tell you, starting from the origin of NCERT, how it was originated, and ending with our way forward. But what is our emerging concern? With this, I thank all my colleagues on the dais, of the dais, all the students, all the faculty members, and all the non-teaching staff members, and also DCGC and the ECC students for their patient hearing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for providing us with a detailed information about the structure and function of NCERT and its different constituent units. Rightly said, sir. NCERT, in its vision paper when it was established, it was considered to be that it would be a clearing house of the ideas. I remember in Right to Education Act, it has been given the status of academic authority in this country, and in 2020 National Education Policy, the significance of NCERT reflects as there is more than 21 mentions of the term NCERT in the final document of NEP 2020. I remember esteemed Secretary to Education today, he said that NCERT is the brain of, it has to work as the brain of the school education. And Honorable Education Minister said that we did not open, the country did not open NCERT and few colleges and schools in this country. They were not simple institutions, colleges and schools. They were opened with a thought, idea that they will work as a model. they have to work as a replica and what you call it as the model institutions in that perspective. So this is how NCERT was envisioned. Anyway, so we are here now today, as sir has mentioned, and we have heard that NCERT has got another status. We have become the university today. So, and the minister has also said that in coming days, the HECI, as per the National Education Policy 2020, HECI is Higher Education Council of India, and Higher Education Council of India will give this NCERT with the deemed status a different status. So we are going to enjoy all these things, and we are envisioning that we will get some international status, platform and excellence in coming years. With this, because the colleagues here on the dais, dignitaries here on the dais, they are looking into the constraint of time. They are not in a mood to say few words. So I will not tax them for this, and without adding any ado to the further thing, we'll go to straightway. We'll go to the cultural items which are waiting, and there are 8 in numbers. So I think we'll enjoy that. I request my colleagues on the dais, please take your seat. Please take your seat in the front, and I think 2-3 students or volunteers might come and just remove these chairs and set the stage for the cultural program. इस बहुत ही मर्म स्पर्शी गीत के बाद अब चलते हैं हम एकल नृत्य के लिए। और यह एकल नृत्य फुल डांस लेके आ रहे हैं सत्रिया डांस। ये जो दिस डांस इज कॉल्ड एज सत्रिया डांस, दशावतार, something on दशावतार, and this will be performed by Samakhya from ACCE. Samakhya ACCE.
1818 ना
তবে যুগে যুগে অবতার ধরা খ্যাত জয় রাম রাম কে হরি ও হরি মৎস্যরূপে অবতার হইলা প্রথমতকে উদ্ধারিলা বেদ প্রভু প্রলয় জল জয় রাম রাম কে হরি ও হরি হে তার বইলা চিরুদনে তীরে লক্ষ রর পট জুরিলা হরি রে জয় রাম রাম কে হরি ও হরি হে দিব্যযজ্ঞ পরাহস রূপে বইলা তুমি কে লীলায়তরয়কে উদ্ধারিলা তুমি জয় রাম রাম কে হরি ও হরি হে আদি দৈত্য হিরণ্যক ত্রিভুবনী তারকে নরসিংহ রূপে হিয়া বিদারিলা তার জয় রাম রাম কে হরি ও হরি হে বামন স্বরূপে অধীর বাক্য পারিহে ইন্দ্র কথা বিলাসনে বলিতনি কারি জয় রাম রাম কে হরি ও হরি হে কইলা নাম রঘুরাম নামে তারকে প্রদক্ষিণ করি ভূমি দীঘাত পার জয় রাম রাম কে হরি ও হরি হে শ্রীরাম রূপে কইলা তয়ব তরিকে বনবাস অপিনা পিতৃর বাক্য ধরি জয় রাম রাম কে হরি ও হরি হে রোহিণীত হইলা খনি রাময় তারকে দেবীদর প্রাণ লইলা মুক্তির প্রভার জয় রাম রাম কে হরি ও হরি হে বুদ্ধয় তারে বেদ পন্থ করি সন্নতে বামনয়
भक्ति, नृत्य और परफेक्शन, तीनों का जो एक अद्भुत समागम देखने को मिल सकता है, अभी हमने देखा। मुझे लगता है कि कलाकारों की दुनिया में जब हम शाबाशी देते हैं तो एक और स्टाइल से देते हैं और कहते हैं क्या बात है, क्या बात है। तो इस प्रस्तुति के लिए क्या बात है, और मैं आप सबों से कहूँगा कि एक बार जोर से इतनी अच्छी प्रस्तुति। Now we are going to present you a Khasi song by a very talented students, participants, ECC participants. You can see, I mean, she is the living example of a wonderful talent for pre-primary education. A combination, you know, teaching. And this is what is required in pre-primary. So she is the living example, and the kudos goes to the coordinator, Dr. Prach Gildayal. She has identified and she has luckily got such talent here. Okay, so next, may I request the presenter ECC group for a beautiful Khasi song. Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a privilege for us to get to celebrate and witness the 63 Foundation Day of the NCERT, and we are going to perform one folk Khasi song based on the story Usir Lapalang. Usir Lapalang is a sad song a sad mother sang for her disobedient son. I hope you will enjoy it, and thank you again. Wo la shen gati pongdeng ya karen yang uken rem reng wo lag jit unam sarang ya kamen si ula palang
melody reaches the heart, and every language is so sweet. We could understand the meaning because it interacts with the heart, and it plays the chord of the heart. So nice, so touching. Again, it was a very touching song, and we could guess the meaning from the tune and the rhythm of the song. मैं आग्रह करूंगा कि एक बार फिर एक अच्छी ताली से अभी जो हमारे सामने आ रहा है, यह एक स्किट होगा जो एक छोटे से नाटक के रूप में हम देखेंगे, हमारे सामने होगा मंच पे, और ये प्रस्तुत करने जा रहे हैं हमारे बीएड के छात्र। एक छोटा सा समूह है जो आकर के इस छोटी सी नाटिका की प्रस्तुति करेंगे। मैं अपने सभी इस प्रतिभागियों के इस लघु नाटिका के प्रतिभागियों से आग्रह करूंगा कि आप जल्द से जल्द मंच पे आ जाएं और अपनी प्रस्तुति शुरू करें। हम लोग समय ज़्यादा खर्च न करें रास्ते में और सोचने में, क्योंकि बहुत थक चुके हैं हम लोग, आप सभी थक चुके हैं। कृपया आप आए और अपनी प्रस्तुति बीएड 3rd से।
Good afternoon, and in the story, in the play, we will be having 4 scenarios. And in these 4 scenarios, we will be highlighting, we are going to witness 4 beautiful stories interwoven together to understand the significance of inclusive education and the various rights of children and the acts that are being put in place to safeguard the rights of children. Now, we will begin with our first scenario. Welcome to our NERIE School of Inclusive Education. Our school welcomes everyone and embraces them with open arms. The location is set in the Class 8 standard of the beautiful School of Inclusive Education. The students are in the classroom, chatting and having fun with each other. Suddenly, the teacher enters the classroom. Good morning, students. Today is the last day to submit your homework. Put your copies on my desk right now. Four nervous students approach the teacher. Ma'am, we forgot to do our homework. We're so sorry. Why are you so responsible? Come here, right now. All 4 of you deserve punishment. The 3 of you, stand in the corner, put your hands in your ears. And you, very naughty, you deserve a beating right now. Amidst all this chaos, another teacher enters. She notices what's happening and she addresses the teacher. Ma'am, what are you doing? This is not fair. Do you know that Section 17 of the Right to Education Act 2009 imposes an absolute bar on corporal punishment? Please do not do this again. The teacher suddenly realizes her mistake and orders the students to go back to their seats. The classes goes on as usual until the bell rings. For the second scenario, we would like to take you to a roadside area in Watts Lake in Shillong. Usually we find in Westlake area, there are these children who are usually engaged in manual labor. Sometimes the children will be picking up garbage, and you will also often see beggars in the area. Look at these miserable children. Thank the Lord our child is not in this situation. The teachers arrive after a very long day at school. To see the small children doing these kind of jobs out in the street instead of going to school breaks my heart. Have you thought about the fact that the Child Labor Act was enacted in 1986? None of this should be happening, but it is still happening. The Constitution also says that children from the age of 6 to 14 should be in school learning. This is their fundamental right. Children, take these books. You don't have to do this anymore. Children, let's all go to our school. Let's all get you educated. You need an education. For the next scenario, we would like to take you to a non-Khasi household in Meghalaya. The daughters of the family are doing household chores, whereas the boy is getting ready for school. The parents start talking about their marriage of the first daughter, who is only 16 years of age. Our daughter should be married off immediately. She is old enough to become a housewife now. I hope Dr. G's son will take her as wife. The groom is demanding heavy dowry, but we will still manage somehow. Suddenly, the father of the groom arrives in this location. My son likes your daughter, but we will need a hefty amount of money and furniture. Only then the marriage will be a success. The two teachers come into the scene looking for the children who were supposed to be in school. What are you doing? Your daughter is too young for marriage. Girls have the right to education as their basic fundamental right. Also, whatever you're doing is termed as child marriage. It is illegal, and all of you could go to jail for this. Stop this nonsense right now. Listen, children, utensils and brooms do not look good on your hands. Only books do. For our last and final location scenario, we would like to take you back to the NERIE School of Inclusive Education. The scene takes place in the Class 8 classroom. The students are starting to settle into the classroom. They're still mingling, talking to each other, expecting a perfectly normal day of school. Suddenly, the teacher enters, not alone, but with 3 specially abled children. Children, today we have 3 new friends to join our classroom. Hope you like them and make good friends. Children, I understand that you think that your new friends are a bit different. But remember, our school is a garden where each of you are different flowers with different purposes. True beauty can only be found in diversity, students. Please remember that. So, learn to embrace your friends. They're just like you, but in a different and beautiful way. We hope that the short play that the BF students have played on stages now have highlighted the importance of inclusive education and various acts which appear to be the need of the hour. We would also like to thank the director, Tarani, and the cast who were able to step on stage even with little time for practice. We thank the audience. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your patience.
Indeed, a very good team, well played, very good symbolism, and we have seen that how rights and provisions are kept in the books only. In real practice, in real life, very little is practiced. Of course, there are healthy practices also here and there. So for this beautiful presentation by the talented BEd students of NERIE, let's have a big round of applause. Now, why I am really amazed, and I am finding that we are blessed, NERIE is blessed with a very talented batch of ECC participants this year. In my list also, many performances are already done by our ECC students, and still we have some in the list. Now I am going to invite again the ECC participants for a group song. The group song by ECC participants, an English group song. The title maybe One Day. So English group song by ECC students. May I request the performers please be ready and move to the dais.
This song is dedicated to all the children in the world, especially in the war countries who are suffering, who are unable to play, to live a normal life.
I am
Well done one day, well done one day. Simply great, simply great. I think, and I hope that all of us have enjoyed this melody, the synchronization, the enthio, and the message of this particular song, which was sung by a group of students of GCC. I think let us not be very miser in giving the clap. I always believe that, education is an induction effect. Education is a science and it has induction effect. And induction is a process when a magnet comes in contact with another magnet or iron, the same property it emanates. A good faculty, a talented faculty, a versatile faculty, a really multifaceted faculty might ignite the same or even in the magnified talent in his or her students. Now, you will witness whom I am referring to. We have a dance now, and it's a duet dance, and I am inviting, I hope, who are in the order, they understand, they have got the message. I request them to come on the dais and give
Come now, follow my lead. Come now, follow my lead. Gama bala, gama, gama bala, gama esa. Gama bala, gama, gama bala, gama esa. Wambani, gama, gama bala, gama esa. Gama basa, gama bala. I'm in love with your body. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why. Now follow my lead.
NERIE and all of us proud. Now we'll move to a solo song, a Hindi song by DCGCS student. Sing Saab, yes, Sing Saab. Please. And before Sing Saab starts his presentation, his song, let's have really, in the real sense, let's have a big round of applause for Sima and associates. In real sense. Yes, please.
हेलो, सभी को नमस्कार। तो आप मेरे सामने मैं हिंदी सॉन्ग पेश कर रहा हूँ। ये अदा ये नज़ाकत बरासिन, मेरा दिल तुम पे कुर्बान लेकिन। ये अदा ये नज़ाकत बरासिन, मेरा दिल तुम पे कुर्बान लेकिन। क्या संभालोगे तुम मेरे दिल को, क्या संभालोगे तुम मेरे दिल को, जब ये आंचल संभलता नहीं है। आप बैठे हैं बालिन पे मेरी, मौत का जोर चलता नहीं है। आप बैठे हैं बालिन पे मेरी, मौत का जोर चलता नहीं है। मौत मुझको गवारा है लेकिन, क्या करूं दम निकलता नहीं है। मेरे नालों की सुनकर जुबानें हो गई मोम कितनी चट्टानें। मेरे नालों की सुनकर जुबानें हो गई मोम कितनी चट्टानें। मैंने पिघला दिया पत्थरों को, मैंने पिघला दिया पत्थरों को, एक तेरा दिल पिघलता नहीं है। आप बैठे हैं बालिन पे मेरी, मौत का जोर चलता नहीं है। मौत मुझको गवारा है लेकिन, मौत मुझको गवारा है लेकिन, क्या करूं दम निकलता नहीं है। मैं कदे के सभी पीने वाले लड़खड़ा कर संभलते हैं लेकिन, मैं कदे के सभी वाले लड़खड़ा कर संभलते हैं, लेकिन तेरी नजरों का जो जाम पी ले, उम्र भर वो संभलता नहीं है। आप बैठे हैं बालिन पे मेरी, मौत का जोर चलता नहीं है। आप बैठे हैं बालिन पे मेरी, मौत का जोर चलता नहीं है। मौत मुझको गवारा है, लेकिन क्या करूं दम निकलता नहीं। थैंक यू।
ये सिंह साहब ने एक बहुत ही संजीदा गीत चुना था और बहुत ही संजीदा ढंग से उन्होंने गाया। पंजाब में मुझे याद है कि पंजाब में लोग कहते हैं बार बार कि कोई फरकती हुई बात हो जाए, कोई फरकता हुआ अंदाज हो जाए, कोई फरकता हुआ गीत हो जाए, लेकिन ये संजीदगी का अपना ही एक अंदाज था सिंह साहब का और बहुत ही अच्छा लगा। सिंह साहब के लिए एक जोरदार से ताली हो जाए। Now we have come to the last item of this program. The last item will be a group song, group dance, a group dance, a folk group dance by our talented B.Ed students, a folk dance by B.Ed students, the last item of this leg of this part of the program, whole day's program, and I hope that we all will enjoy, and let us encourage our participants, the performers, and all of us by in between also by giving a very synchronous and high pitch clapping. Yes, proud as always. A very, very powerful performance. Being the last, but again, a very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Including this performance, I would request my audience, all sitting before me, let's have a big, big round of applause for entire presentation. With the permission of the chair, I will do one customary thing, that is the vote of thanks. Now we are concluding this program. My very, very sincere thanks and gratitude for my esteemed principals, Professor F.G. Dakha and Professor N. Pradhan, for their entire support, cooperation and guidance for this celebration of NCERT's Foundation Day. I am really thankful to all my esteemed colleagues and NERIE family members who have extended their support to conduct this program today in a very successful, efficient, and in a very pleasant manner, in a very natural manner here. All the staff members, including MTS, including my ICT and studio brothers and sisters, and all my esteemed colleagues, faculty members, as well as office staff. And last, but I think the most, I really owe my sincere thanks, heartfelt thanks for my esteemed dear participants and students of NERIE, who made this program so successful, so live, so pleasant, so refreshing. And they showed their talent here, and the kind of thing, you have decreased the age of a person like me and Sir Pradhan and other elders by at least 1 or 2 decades, because we got refreshed by your performance here. So it is all because of you, and we will keep these things in our hearts. Many, many thanks to all of you.